Have you ever had a gut feeling or felt your heart slow down the second you start to relax? Well, what if I told you that a lot of that is controlled by a single incredible nerve? Kind of a secret superhero, wandering all throughout your body. Okay, let's get into it. So this superhero has a name, the vagus nerve. And that name actually gives us a huge clue about what it does. It comes from the Latin word vagus, which literally means wandering. And trust me, that is the perfect name for it.
Because this thing really does wander. I mean, it is the longest and most complex of all the cranial nerves that come straight out of the brain. You can think of it like the body's main information superhighway, a physical connection between your brain and pretty much every major organ you have.
So, let's get to know this hidden hero a little bit better. Who or what exactly is the vagus nerve?
All right, so for the science buffs, it's officially the 10th cranial nerve, or CNX for short. It's the main player in your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the system that tells your body to chill out. Its network literally links your brainstem to your heart, your lungs, and your gut. Fun fact, it used to be called the pneumogastric nerve, which basically means the lung and stomach nerve.
So what's its main job? Well, you can think of the vagus nerve as the chief of your rest and digest system.
To really get this, you got to know that your body's automatic nervous system kind of has two modes. There's the fight or flight mode. That's your alarm system, right? It gets you ready for stress. And then there's the rest and digest mode. That's the vagus nerve's territory. Its whole job is to be the counterbalance to stress, to calm everything down, lower your heart rate, and get your digestion working properly.
But here is the most surprising thing about it. We usually think of nerves as just sending messages from the brain out to the body. Well, the vagus nerve flips that completely on its head. A whopping 80% of its fibers are sensory, meaning it's mostly listening. It's sending a constant stream of information from your organs back up to your brain. It's not just a messenger, it's basically the body's chief intelligence gatherer.
So with all that information flowing in, you can bet it has a ton of influence. Let's take a quick tour of its amazing superpowers.
First and foremost, the vagus nerve is like a brake pedal for your heart. When it's active, it literally tells your heart to slow its roll, which is what helps you feel calm and relaxed.
It's also the undisputed boss of your gut. The vagus nerve is what controls all the muscle contractions that push food through your digestive system. This is the physical reality behind that gut-brain connection everyone talks about.
And its reach doesn't stop there. It's connected to key muscles in your throat, which means it plays a huge part in your ability to swallow and even to speak. Now, this is a big one. It can actually fight inflammation. The nerve can sense inflammatory markers in the body, report back to the brain, and the brain then tells it to release anti-inflammatory signals. It's like your body's own built-in emergency response system.
And the list of its other jobs is just wild. It's behind your gag reflex. It's what tells your brain you're full after a meal. It sends those little reward signals from your gut to your brain that make you feel good after you eat. And get this, in what has to be one of the most remarkable discoveries, it can even create a pathway for orgasm in women with total spinal cord injuries, completely bypassing the damaged spine. Okay, so if this nerve is that powerful, the next obvious question is, can we control it? Can we harness it? The answer is a huge yes, and it's already shaking up modern medicine.
Scientists have figured out how to do something called vagus nerve stimulation, or VNS. Basically, by sending little, mild electrical pulses to the nerve, we can tap into all those amazing regulatory powers for all sorts of therapeutic benefits.
And this isn't just theory. VNS is already an approved treatment for some really tough conditions. It's used to help control seizures in people with epilepsy and to help those who are struggling with depression that hasn't responded to other treatments. There are even non-invasive devices that can stimulate the nerve right through the skin to treat awful cluster headaches.
But here's the really cool part. You don't always need a high-tech device. You can actually give your own vagus nerve a little boost with simple tricks called vagal maneuvers. Things as simple as humming, singing, coughing, or even just splashing your face with cold water can activate the nerve and help slow down a racing heart, or bring a little calm in a stressful moment.
And if you need any more convincing of how important this nerve is for our health in the long run, check this out. Research has shown that a vagotomy, which is when the main trunk of the nerve is severed, actually cut the risk of developing Parkinson's disease in half. This is a huge clue that the nerve might be a pathway for the disease to travel from the gut up to the brain.
When you start to put all of these pieces together, it points to a pretty radical idea. The future of medicine might just be vagal.
You see, this wandering nerve isn't just a piece of wiring. It's the critical physical link between our mind and our body. It's what makes the gut-brain axis real. It influences our mood, our immune system, our ability to find calm in a chaotic world. It really is our body's secret superhero, always working behind the scenes to keep everything in balance.
And that leaves us with one final fascinating question. As we get better and better at understanding its language, could learning how to listen to and even talk back to our wandering nerve be the key to the future of our health?